What's up, guys? Today I am talking about the best exercises for maximum gain, and this applies to beginners, intermediate or advanced, so either way listen to this video. The real secret to optimal gains would be compound movements. So this is an exercise that utilizes two or more muscles crossing two or more joints. For example, a bench press. So bench press is a compound movement because you are using your chest, shoulders and triceps, and it crosses at your elbow and your shoulders through doing that movement. Another example would be a squat. These are my two favourite examples because I used them in the first video as well. This crosses your knee and your hip using glutes, quads and your lower back and a few other muscles, but I'll get onto that later. So compound movements are the best because you can literally lift more. So if I could lift 10 kilograms with my chest, or 10 kilograms with my shoulders, or 10 with my tricep, that would add up to 30, you'd think, but no, I can lift 40 on the bench press. You can just lift more, and due to this, you will get more growth. By lifting more, your workload is higher, which is basically the same as adding more reps or adding more sets, except you can keep it exactly the same. This leads to a higher muscle breakdown, and the more muscle you break down, the more it can grow and the bigger it'll get. Another advantage is, for example, say you wanted big arms, you would be working multiple of your, on a bench press, you would be working multiple of your tricep muscles. So there's 3 muscles in tricep, you could work 2 of them, whereas if you just did tricep push downs, you'd just be doing 1 of them. By utilising compound movements, you can work more muscles at once and get them to grow faster and bigger. If you didn't do compound movements and you only used machines, for example, or fixed range of motion free weights like the preacher curl, you would not be working your stabilizer muscles, whereas a free weight compound movement such as barbell bench press or even dumbbell bench press works your stabilizer muscles, as there isn't a fixed range of motion. The bar can wobble, it can move. You can utilize your stabilizer muscles through the use of correct form, and it keeps it in the right bar path, which also uses them, whereas a machine forces you to use the right bar path and it can't stray off that, so you don't need to keep anything stable, so you aren't getting the added benefit. The compound movement forces you to use your stabilizers, because if you didn't, the bar would just fall and you wouldn't get it right, so you are forced to get bigger through doing them. Due to lifting more weight at once, you can get to failure faster, which just means your workout can be a lot more effective and efficient and in less time. Due to the utilisation of more muscles, you get a higher hormonal response. So more muscles broken down at once, so you get more testosterone to fix that. And more testosterone basically means more growth, but not necessarily. So now you know why compound movements are the best, I'm going to move on to the best 6 exercises that will give you an all-round bigger physique, bigger muscles. The first exercise is the sumo deadlift, and this is used to grow your lower body, so mostly your quads, hams, glutes. However, it works your abs, forearms and your back, but you mainly want to be doing it to focus on your legs. You basically want to have your feet at the either edge of the bar and try to imagine tearing the floor apart, pushing your feet away from each other to get yourself up. So by imagining this, it'll just put you in the right range of motion. Next is the squat, and so this mostly uses your quads and glutes. However, it does also use your calves and abs. So this is another lower body exercise. So if you do these two, your legs are pretty much sorted. And when you are performing the rep, you want to imagine you are pushing the floor away from you rather than you trying to get up. Again, it'll get you in the right range of motion, get you up to where you started, and that is where we want to be, so then you don't get injured. Next is the bench press, and you mainly want to do this for your chest. However, it can work your front delts and also your triceps, and if you want to use it to hit your triceps more, you need a closer grip, whereas if you want a chest, you want it about just a bit more than shoulder width. When you're doing this, you start out here and you want to imagine bringing your hands together at the top, or you're trying to clap, so you want to push but bring them together. And if you're on a bar, you don't physically do that, you just want to imagine that you're doing that and get a good squeeze. Or if you're doing dumbbells, you can physically get them together. Fourth is the overhead press, and this is mostly for your front delts. However, it does work your triceps and your lateral delt, which is the side one. To perform this, you want to imagine you are doing the same as the bench press, so you're horizontally squeezing your hands together except over your head. So it's up and then together when it's up there. But if you're holding a barbell, you can't physically get your hands together, so you just want to imagine it. If you are holding dumbbells, you can get them together above your head. Fifth is the pull-up or lat pull-down, and this is mostly for your back and can work the side of your arm but not the bicep, but it's mostly for your back. For this, you want to be bringing your shoulder blades together and elbows down and back. So imagine you try and get your elbows to touch at your lower back. So you squeeze in, and that's how it needs to feel when you're at the top of a pull-up. When you're at the bottom of the pull-up or the top of the lat pull-down, you want your arms relaxed and your shoulders relaxed so you're getting a good stretch on your back. Last but not least is the barbell, dumbbell or cable row. This is mostly for your back, but it has a heavy focus on your traps, but like the traps down at the bottom, because the trap's quite a long muscle, and also your lats, just like the pull-up. It also works your bicep and your forearms if you don't wear straps, but straps are okay. This is similar to the pull-up. You want to imagine your elbows touching in the middle of your back, and this helps get a good squeeze on your traps. If you do all 6 of these exercises and train hard and eat right, because you can't out-train a bad diet, you will build muscle, and it'll be good quality muscle. For nutrition, you really need it to be on point, because if it's on point, you'll grow a lot faster than if it is not. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram and my girlfriend. She'll be in the description. She's sat there. She's not talking. I'm also training to be a PT at the moment, so that will be fun, and I will be able to help anyone with nutritional plans, training guides, and even come to the gym if you pay me enough.